The COVID-19 pandemic presents unprecedented challenges. What began as a health emergency is becoming an economic crisis, as national lockdowns and global slowdowns threaten lives and livelihoods. By late August, the number of coronavirus cases worldwide was nearly 23.5 million, with more than 800,000 deaths. Africa accounts for a relatively small proportion, with well over 1 million cases and about 25,000 deaths. Southern Africa is the worst affected region, with nearly 57% of reported cases. South Africa alone accounts for almost all that figure. Well behind in next place is North Africa with nearly 17.5% of cases. West Africa is at just over 13%. East Africa represents almost 8% of total cases. And the least affected region is Central Africa with 4.5% of reported cases on the continent. However, the World Health Organization warns these figures will rise. Africa has the youngest population in the world. 60% are under 25, only 3.5% are over 65. And this may grant some measure of protection against the worst ravages of the virus. Also, some countries learned important lessons in how to respond to infections after Ebola tore through West Africa 6 years ago, killing 11,000 people. However, there is no room for complacency, as the African Development Bank well understands. So, soon after COVID-19 struck, the bank launched a COVID response facility to help regional member states build their resilience to the pandemic and future shocks, working with partners such as the IMF. The bank issued a landmark $3 billion Fight COVID-19 bond. Many healthcare systems in Africa are being severely tested by coronavirus. The emergency funds from the African Development Bank are being targeted at recipient countries so they can procure medical supplies, including testing kits and personal protective gear. The funds also provide budgetary support to mitigate disruption to SMEs and help reduce the impact of lower oil prices and depressed commodity markets on producer nations. The bank responded swiftly by making loans and grants, or a combination of the two, through its COVID response facility. The CRF aligns with the bank's High Five priority areas to light up and power Africa, feed, industrialise and integrate Africa, all with the overarching aim of improving the quality of life for people. The African Development Bank's ambitions are inextricably linked to the Sustainable Development Goals. And although the COVID-19 pandemic has brought global hardship, it is also an opportunity for the bank to make a difference so Africa can build back better, greener, more integrated and resilient.